Hey sports fans, Greg Medford, Medford Knife, MKT USA, and ASK Knives. If you care to bother and take a look over at ASKKnife.com. I have an announcement about the OTFs. We have been counting down to delivering them all next week, and we've had a change of plans, and I am super, this stuff happens, and you just kind of, you figure out, what the fuck am I going to do now? How do I say this? How do I communicate this to everybody? We had a package go missing on Friday, the 12th. I don't know, Thursday the 12th. 279 parts lost by UPS. Basically, we sent out 300 knives worth of parts, and they got stuck in a big, dark brown hole. That sounded grosser than I intended when I thought of it. So I want to tell you about the last delay going on with the OTFs. It's here. I know we said we were going to start delivering them all next week, but we decided instead of having a bunch of knives sitting around done waiting for 100 to gather up, we'd start delivering them today, motherfuckers! So stop your fucking complaining already down in the doobly-doo. Here we go. It's the first Dirty Dozen headed out right now, and what we're going to do, this is our official doxing video. You guys have heard of unboxing videos. But you don't see factories do boxing videos. We're boxing it up to send it out. We're going to box it up to send it out, and we're going to dox everybody who's getting them, first and last names. And if you don't like it, no refunds, so sad, too bad, Charlie. We're sending them out to you, and we're letting everybody know who's got them. So, without any further ado, the very first knife, Joe Orr. Thank you, Joe, for your patience. Thanks for jumping on first, breaking our OTF cherry. Joe, you and I are kind of connected. I'll always remember my first. Number one. I'll sign this now. Numero uno. Signed by Greg. For the proofing strike, I'll be signing the box of every knife that leaves. All the knives that leave get the new packaging. I want to talk to you a little bit about the badging on the knives, and the badging is going to evolve a little bit over time. There's a lot of steps and processes to make this work. And it would seem like, oh, you guys should know how to laser knives. But as this process for a kind of sophisticated product unfolds, you can get partway down the road and figure out you have to add some stuff. So basically, inside every knife on the tang, there's an identification number that is not a order of production, and you can't see it. That number is for us to be able to track the blade if the blade has to be separated from the chassis. Every hex lock feature and chassis and blade are actually hand fitted and mated to each other. About 80% of them can go amongst each other. They're that consistent, but it's such a tight tolerance. We wanted to put some traceability on the blade. So there is a little bit of a production number on there, but it is not the serial number. Don't fucking call me up and tell me you need a number 37 tang number. The blades are all marked 1 of 100. It was to keep the value equal for everyone. So all the blades are marked 1 of 100. It says made in USA on one side. So on the clip side, it says made in USA engraved on the blade down in the lightning area. It says 1 of 100 on the other lightning area. The logo, which is a fill and not a line, has got a slightly different look. Has the metal type over here, S45, at an angle to the chassis. And then obviously it's got our logo cut into it deeply with the Made in USA, so you can see it on the outside of the pocket clip. These first, we did 100 daggers and 100 Praetorian blade OTFs. They will all have the hex pattern on them, and that is indicative of the lock geometry that's inside. It ends up being a little hex mechanism. And I hope you guys like them. I don't know if you want to we could do a little listening parade, and then I'll tell you the names, okay? So, number one is here. Number 2. Number 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we have 2 daggers in the back row, 11 and 12. These will be headed out as well. You'll notice that these are marked inside the dual lightning grooves on them. 1 of 100 and made in the USA. Down in the groove. These are what I've been carrying, except these are nicer. These daggers are just lovely. I love the sound of them. You know, the Praetorian blade, it's a little heavier, but it's just got a great sound. This one sounded, yeah, they just sound lovely. What I notice is just personality-wise, guys, is they're very, they feel very smooth. The action's really smooth on them. Blade's really tight in place, very minimal rattling. You know, those of you who are OTF nerds, there's a lot of variants you see in the marketplace out there, and when I've put these in OTF nerds' hands, they initially have this kind of skeptical look on their face because they've seen so many knockoff shitty OTFs. They have this initial skeptical look like, I was gonna make a sex analogy about going down on a woman, but I don't want to do that. You know, like, it's kind of crude. But if you ever tell someone you're gonna knock their socks off and do stuff to them that hasn't happened before, and they're gonna breathe funny, and if you have any heart problems, and they kind of look at you like disbelieving, and then you do it, and then they go, oh, okay. Guys have that look on their face when they move the knife for the first time. Listen, what the fuck am I gonna tell you guys? You gotta have a little bit of fun. It's just fucking knife stuff, right? So, number 1, let me bag it up, box it up. So, this is the Joe Orr little desiccant bag in here in our new two-tone packaging. We did this because they'll actually get used. It's the kind of thing you can put in your gun safe or in your closet and throw your knife in it. It's protected. It's got some patches, story about the knife, and a birthing card on there. A little birth certificate with the gold seal on it. Date and information and all that. Keeping it pretty simple in 2024. I hope you guys really enjoy. We have had a ton of fun doing this. And it's been a long time coming and a lot of work making this happen. We're super stoked to get these out there to you. Dig it. I hope you enjoy it, have a lot of fun. We're gonna, over the course of the next 6 months to 12 months, you guys as a community that jumped in very supportive, we're gonna have an ongoing dialogue about any little large number issues that may pop up or little service items we're gonna be learning with you guys. So we hope you appreciate, we hope you communicate with us. And if there are little things come along, we can kind of sort those out for everybody. It's a new thing, it's a new type of mechanism, it's a new type of actuation. I know some knuckleheads, most of you guys will not open them up and you'll just appreciate them for the really cool product they are. I never have opened up one of the engines on a Porsche to fucking see how it works. But I know there's going to be some nugget heads out there who just got to do it. And for those of you who do that, you're going to find something really different on the inside. I hope you appreciate how much energy and effort it was to bring something truly unique to the marketplace. And we hope you guys dig it. Anyways, that's our, the last delay is from here to there and points unknown. And hoping that my 297 parts show up in their bright orange Pelican case inside a UPS facility where everyone's pointing at everybody else saying, we didn't lose it. It's sitting somewhere. It didn't even leave town. And it doesn't even have completed knives. It's just a bunch of parts. So if you stole my stuff and you work for Big Brown, if you stole it, listen, just say it fell off, you found it and it just fell off the back of the truck when they pulled away from the loading dock to close the doors because it's not in a brown box. And you got it, and just bring it in and say, hey, boss, I found this out on the dock. Who's this belong to? It's got my name on it. It's MKT on the outside. 297 knives represent, honestly, they represent a week's work for 50 people trying to make really cool stuff to get it out to you guys as fast as possible. It hurts to lose that many parts. It's never happened in our company before. If I don't commit seppuku over this, we'll get through on the other side, but the idea of losing 300 knives worth of parts makes me want to drive a car into a bridge abutment going about 100 miles an hour. All right, sports fans, motherfuckers, heathens, savages, sexies, fellas, ladies, gays, trans, cross-identified, cisgendered, freakazoidal, purple-haired heffalumps who haven't gotten laid, incels, and everybody else who's 400 pounds, whose fingers smell like Doritos, you're greased up in your mom's basement right now, talking to Cool Hand 274 69er about how Medford's fucked up. All you people, it's headed out your way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am officially out, and I'm gonna go enjoy my weekend. Peace out, bitches!